Hello and welcome to my fourth Forged Alliance Forever promotional cast. Or no, I'm not Guile. Silly me. But yes. Right here we've got Blackdeath as the red Aeon and Voodoo as the blue UEF on Dry Canyon version 3. Important things about this map is there's a second expansion here, and 3 main choke points you can push up. You can also send units around the back through here to raid these mexes, or around this side here to raid these mexes. So first off, we're seeing 5 P-gens with second land for Voodoo, and 7 P-gens for Blackdeath with no second factory planned yet. 2 mech marines meeting each other, depart their separate ways, and again on the bottom, this time Voodoo's giving chase. Wants to protect that engineer. Well, that's silly. They both stop moving at the same time. Also, there are these nice rocks. It can really boost your eco on early game. So in total, you see the 5 P-gens in second land for Voodoo. And Blackdeath building an air factory and a land factory simultaneously. In general, this is something you want to avoid. Use your ACU to assist the air factory and then have all engineers worked at the land factory. But he may have a very specific build he's going for, so I'm not sure about that. But in general, you want to finish things first before starting other things. Who's massive power spam by Voodoo. Got his nice template laid out here. Mech Marines sneaking up through the back, not taking out the mechs. The engineer trying to make a run for it, and meanwhile we see this mech marine running around. Wait, no, this isn't a mech marine. This is a flare. Blackdeath Aeon. Sorry about that. So now we're seeing an Aurora come around. Probably will take out this engineer trying to build the point defense. Now that's just become a waste of mass. Blackdeath deciding not to build the Hydro despite being right next to it. Currently, we're seeing a lot of spam planned for both players. Blackdeath planning out 7 factories. Voodoo has got 4 factories built and 2 planned. An Aurora that needs to be cleaned up, and now we're seeing air from Blackdeath. We've got a bomber out. And over here we're seeing a push. Auroras need to kite. Kiting to the side rather than back. Interesting. They'll take out this mechs, but these tanks should continue to move on. Looks like Blackdeath is sending an intercept force. Now we're seeing Voodoo's ACU coming up the left side. Blackdeath is going to intercept. Voodoo is also sending a force up the middle and around the left side. So simultaneous attacks, and now Blackdeath has managed to force out a lot of flak for Voodoo. But that Aurora managed to deny him 1 max extractor. But now these 4 striker tanks causing problems. Emergency, nope, that's an energy storage. Never mind. Looking to get those overcharges against the striker. Blackdeath just deciding not to deal with those tanks. That will cost him a lot of mass. Have to rebuild all these mexes. Perhaps he's looking to end it now. No, he's retreating against Voodoo, who's about half health with no veterancy. An Aurora force gets massacred. Looks like this second one is trying to squeeze by. Won't make it, though. Meanwhile, we're seeing a massive force move on the left side, where these tanks continue to destroy everything. A single Aurora now trying to target them. Can it see it? Yeah. But now Blackdeath has to rebuild all of his mexes. But he's got these mexes in the middle to speak for, along with his Hydro, saving him mass. Seeing Blackdeath moving in. Massive force from Voodoo on the right side, right there. Blackdeath has to move everything to counter it. Currently rebuilding efforts by both sides are underway. These Auroras seem to kite. They're just getting slaughtered by Voodoo at close range. They're not helping anyone there. Now that Blackdeath's forces was occupied with dealing with that force, Voodoo's moving in with another force against Blackdeath's ACU, which is getting an upgrade. Nope, decides to abort the upgrade. Decided it was a bit too risky. So now we're seeing 8 factories shooting out units for Blackdeath. Well, only 5 for Voodoo. Can Blackdeath support those? Yes, he can. Well, at least temporarily. He's getting his upgrade again. Possibly a gun or Tech 2. Can't tell with the Aeon. Now we're seeing Tech 2 land from Voodoo. Got a small bit of assisting. Getting Tech 2 power, Mongoose. Just a single factory making inties from both players. Although it's worth noting that Blackdeath is getting assistance from 2 engineers. That'll win him air in the long run. Now we're seeing a force. Oh no, this will be tragic. A force of Auroras moving against a point defense. And now forces are being redirected there. Perhaps if they had known about this point defense, they could have been microed to deal with it, like they are now. Now, monks are coming in. Things aren't looking good. The force is being slaughtered. Blackdeath in desperation is moving his force down into attack. He's halfway done with the upgrade. Voodoo now overtakes Blackdeath in score, using superior eco and Tech 2 land to sway the battles. No Tech 2 mexes for Blackdeath. Oh, Blackdeath. Well, they're essentially at the same score right now. It's worth noting that Mongoose is an excellent counter to Auroras because it reduces the effectiveness of the Aurora's range because they can no longer kite the Mongoose. Another force moving down left side, right side. Blackdeath managing to keep a hold of the middle. Now has a Tech 2 radar. Funded by all this power. That should allow him to see... Yeah, he can see mostly everything on this map now. A completely unprotected against force now moving in through the side. This force should be countered by a shield and T2 flak. But now Blackdeath shooting at Voodoo, who was getting the gun upgrade, is now being caught in a tough spot, losing health rapidly. Aborts. No, he gets the upgrade. Retreats to the shield. Will he make it? Looks like he successfully makes it onto the shield, but Blackdeath continues to push. Another force being moved in by Blackdeath. Mongoose successfully using the range. If that gun upgrade had been 10 seconds later, Voodoo would probably be dead right now. Is there power problems for Voodoo? No. The shield's health was depleted though. Nope. And there it is. Massive forces attacking now. Blackdeath getting loads of veterancy. Shields are going down. He needs to target this shield. The pair shield is very low health, only 150, the equivalent of an Aurora. So once the shield is down, you need to target it. Nice overcharge is now coming out from Blackdeath, and is that a mobile missile? No mobile missiles from Blackdeath. I was mistaken. But we are seeing... oh, mobile missiles from Voodoo. Trying to do something. Now, Voodoo's economy is in wrecks right now. Tech 1 factory is now down. Power storage down. Mechs is down. But most important, I think that Tech 2 power was destroyed. If it was ever built. Did not notice. Not exactly sure of the point of this of the mobile missile launcher, though. A very gutsy engineer moving in for Voodoo. He's a brave soul. Meanwhile, Blackdeath leading with the ACU against the shield. Shielded Mongoose. Using those overcharges. And what? What? Blackdeath, I guess, loses connection. And, Voodoo wins. Also, I totally missed this. Voodoo was coming in with a gunship snipe. Against... I'm not sure that would have been successful. 2 T2 power generators ready. Looks like Blackdeath was preparing a swift wind spam. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say this is functionally a draw. Either player could have won. These 5 gunships could have done a lot against Blackdeath. But if Voodoo had waited long enough, Swift Wind Spam and Interceptors could have finished off those gunships. Well, that was an awkward ending to a 17-minute game. I've been your host, Swkoll, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And remember to like, subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff, and good night.